Oh! Hello there! Sorry. I was trying out the carnivore diet. Only meat. Ate a whole chicken for lunch. It's like 1,070 calories and 110 grams of protein. It was fantastic. Landell's doing it with me. Pray for us. Guys, I'm doing something a little different today. Woo! Alright. So, I'm not doing supplements. I'm going to take it back to the basics, okay? What I mean by that is I give you guys this information about supplements. I talk about what to take, when to take it, how I take it, stuff like that. What's up, Tristan? But I'm neglecting majority of my members that are coming into the gym. Not too many people care too much about supplements. They want to know what it takes to get started, how to get started. So the video that I'm doing today, in the title, I think it says going back to the basics or back to the basics. So with that, I've kind of come up with a list of things to prepare yourself, whether you're coming into the gym for the first time or just to remind our experienced lifters what they need to do if they're not already doing it already. So I hope you guys enjoy this information. Share the information to anybody that's brand new to the gym. So first thing that I think is beneficial to anybody getting into the gym and just starting up is do your prep work. So what I mean by do your prep work is don't necessarily just do some static stretching, and by static stretching I mean standing still, doing a quadricep stretch, standing still, doing a tricep stretch, chest stretch, stuff like that. What I mean by doing prep work is get mobile, get blood flow, get your heart rate going, do a little bit of cardio, do 5, 10, 15 minutes of a warm-up, do some dynamic stretching. Group training is fantastic about that. I love their dynamic warm-up that we do. It's very good. You'll do Spider-Mans, you'll do push-ups with a hip slap. There's a lot of dynamic, good, functional warm-ups that are good for it. They get your body primed for the workout that you're going to do. So, again, do your prep work, get warm, be smart about it. Don't do any kind of static stretching. Static stretching in between exercises, in between sets is good, but do something dynamic. Something that's going to be super big, which can be difficult with such a large gym like we have here in Milton and we have so many members. Tune in and tune out. The gym is a social gathering for people of the like interest, but when you come in and you have a goal that you're set with, it's best for you, once you have a goal, you've changed it from working out into training. You have a goal that you have in mind, so you're training for that. That's my personal opinion on it. So tune in to what you're doing and tune out everything else. Throw on your headphones, throw on a hoodie, throw on a hat, do something to kind of tune in and tone out to what's going on. Again, so do prep work, tune in and tune out. The next big thing is to focus on form. All too often I see a lot of people just banging out reps, not really paying attention to what they're doing. Anybody that watches me lift, you'll see me close my eyes for a couple of sets, couple of reps, just to find the muscle that I'm working or what I'm trying to work, whether it's my triceps, my chest, my back, my leg, my hamstrings, my quads. I want to focus on that. The only time you won't see me do that is if I'm doing a compound movement, which I'll talk about later. But focus on form. Everything needs to have like a 3 to 1 to 1 tempo. 3 seconds on the positive movement, a 1 second hold on the contraction, and then a 1 second to a 2 second on the eccentric movement, so controlling the negative down. That is something I feel like would be very, very beneficial to do a 3 to 1 to 1 ratio. You receive more benefit from that. Exactly like Tristan's saying right now, doesn't matter how much you lift, it matters how the lift looks. And that's exactly right. If you're not paying attention to what you're doing, you're not receiving any benefit from it. You need to have that mind-muscle connection. That goes back into the golden era of bodybuilding, 60s, 70s. You need to have a mind-muscle connection. You need to know what muscle you're working. Not only does it help with trying to grow that muscle, but recovery as well. You need to know what you're doing. So, like I said, do prep work, tune in, tune out, focus on form. The next thing is spotter. Do not let ego get in the way. If you feel like you need a spotter, if it's questionable, do not hesitate to ask somebody. Have somebody ready. Have somebody bring a friend with you if you know you're going to do a heavy day and it's somebody you trust. Here in Milton, it doesn't matter. If you want to ask somebody, more than likely they're going to spot you. Say, hey, do you mind giving me a spot? Nobody's going to tell you no. And if somebody can't get you, just come get me. Come get Lindell, come get Zach, come get Josh. Any of us that work here, we'll be more than willing to spot you. That's not something we're going to tell you no. We want you to make sure that you're doing it right. So have that spotter on hand, whether you're doing a military press, bench press, a squat. Can't really spot on a deadlift, but at least have somebody come and watch in technique. So recap again. Do your prep work. Tune in, tune out. Have a spotter. Focus on form. Next thing I feel like is super beneficial to people is to switch it up. You don't want to always do the same thing. Your body loves to maintain homeostasis and wants to be positive and wants to feel good and wants to know what's going on. Always change it up. Keep your body guessing. Do a program for 12, 16 weeks. Change it up. Change up volume, change up weight, change up pace, change up rest. There's so many variables that come into play. Constantly change it up. Again, do prep work. Tune in, tune out. Focus on the form. Have a spotter. Switch it up. Next thing I feel like is most beneficial to people that are in the gym or new goers or anybody that's completely forgotten about the basics is to raise the bar. If something is getting too easy, increase the weight. If you're benching and you're doing 135 and it's just too easy now, bump up to 150. Bump up to 145, something. Just go up just a little bit. That way you know that you're growing. Don't be complacent. Don't change up the same thing. You're not going to put on too much muscle too quick. It's just not going to happen. Raise the bar. All right? Add weight. Change up the tempo. Something. Going back over everything again. Do the prep work. Tune in, tune out. Focus on form. Have a spotter. Switch it up. Raise the bar. The next big thing is probably the one that I feel is second to most important, which is why it's the second to last one, is concentrate on your compound movements. Anybody that talks to me regularly knows I'm big on compound movements. And a compound movement is any type of movement that is incorporating more than one muscle. So your bench, your dead, your squat, your overhead press, your clean and jerks, those are compound movements that are incorporating more than one muscle. What's very beneficial to it is not only you're doing an upper body muscle group, you're also doing a lower body too. Your squat and your deadlift are working over 100 different muscles. It's so very beneficial to it to do those particular compound movements. So concentrate on those compound movements. Those need to be a staple. Do at least one of them during your lifting. Appreciate everyone watching right now. Awesome. So going over everything again. Do your prep work. Do your warm-up. No static stretching. Do some dynamic warm-up. Some cardio, light cardio. Tune in, tune out. You came in with a goal. So it stopped being working out as soon as you made a goal. That turned into training. You have a goal. You have something you're trying to meet at the end. Focus on form. Don't be in here just slanging weight. You need to focus on what you're doing. Have that mind-muscle connection. Have a spotter. Don't let ego get in the way. If you need a spotter, get a spotter. Switch it up. Again, switch it up. Change the tempo. Change the pace. Change the reps. Change everything. Always change something. All right? Raise the bar. Increase the weight. If something's getting too easy, increase it. Increase it. Increase it. Concentrate on the compound movements, like I just said. Focus on those big movements. And the very, very last thing, and probably the most important thing, is plan for rest. I've just told probably about 4 people today that it's most beneficial. It's not what you're doing in here. What you're doing in here is breaking down muscle, breaking yourself down. What you do outside, when you're sleeping, when you're eating, that's what determines what changes your body, how fast you're going to recover, how fast you're going to grow, how slow you're going to grow. That is what is going to do it. So plan for rest. And not only just for rest after that, plan for rest in between sets. Unless you're doing, I'm really bad about this with my movements that I do, I'll take about 3 to 5 minutes in between each set, but I'm also lifting very heavy. You want to take about 60 to 90 seconds in between each set. So when I go into my volume work, I'll probably take 30 to 45 seconds in between each set. But for my big stuff, you want to take longer breaks. Let your body replenish the ATP, let it restore some of its glycogen, and then just go after it again. Dang, everybody watching. Appreciate that, guys. Just so for a final recap, all right, going over everything super quick. These are the basics that I feel like are the most important for anybody just now coming into the gym or been in the gym for a long time and has completely forgot about the basics. So, going over everything again real quick, do your prep work. When you're coming into the gym, do some warm-up, whether it's dynamic stretching, whether it's doing some sort of light cardio, no static stretching. Static stretching, in my opinion, is more beneficial to you in between sets. So you're trying to get a good hard contraction on something. Tune in and tune out. When you come into the gym, you made a goal, then it stopped becoming working out and turned into training. So tune in what's going on, tune out everything else. Focus on form. Focus on form. Don't sling weight around. Focus on what you're doing. That's where you'll receive the most benefit from it. Get a spotter, okay? If you feel in the slightest bit, if you're going up in weight, if you feel like you need a spotter, get a spotter and get another member. Get me, get Landell, get Josh, get Stephanie, get Melissa, get Mark, somebody. Get one of us so we can help you. Grab a member so they can help you. Switch it up. Always switch it up. Switch it up. Change the tempo, change the rest, change the pace, change the angle, change everything so your body doesn't get a chance to adapt to it. Raise the bar. If something's getting too light, go heavier. Your body, like I said, is maintaining homeostasis. Your body's built up the ability to be able to do the weight that you're doing easily. You increase it. That's another way to change it up. And second to last, which is one of the things that I feel like is most important again, is concentrate on your compound movements, all right? Big movements that incorporate more than one muscle. Our bodies act like a pulley system. The more pulleys that you're using, the lighter the weight becomes, the more weight that you can lift. When people see me, they probably don't think that I can squat almost 600 pounds and I can deadlift over 600 pounds. I can bench almost 400 pounds. I'm not a big guy, but technique is everything with me. I really focus very, very much on technique. I preach technique so much. And the most important thing, guys, in recapping and finishing everything, planning for rest. Plan for rest. What you do in here is damaging your body. What you do outside is what's going to make sure you grow, make sure that you get bigger, make sure that you get stronger, make sure that you get leaner. That's right, Josh. Deadlifts are king. And plan for your rest in between sets. That's pretty beneficial too. That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was something a little bit different. I can only go over so many supplements, and I thought this would be good today to go over. If you guys have any different type of videos that you want to see, feel free to send me a message. Say, hey, you want to see this? Hey, you want to see that? I want to keep giving you guys information. You guys see me regularly, so I feel like it's super beneficial. Everybody that's watching already knows who I am, but if anybody doesn't know who I am that is watching right now or when they do watch this video later on, I'm David with L&DFitness. I post motivational videos on Wednesday. I do trainer talk videos on Tuesday. I post a video every day trying to give you guys some sort of information that I feel like will benefit you. If you already a member here and you live in Milton, Pace, within a 20-mile radius, like people come all the way from Bruton, Alabama over here, you need to come check us out. We do a member referral program. We do a 7-day free trial for you to try us out so that way you know for sure that you love us. But I want to get everyone to a healthier place. I'm more worried about making a difference and then making a dollar. I just want to get as many people happy and healthy as I can. And you can ask any of my members and they'll feel probably the same way. That pretty much covers it. I hope everyone has a good evening. I know the weather's kind of crappy out there, so everyone that if you are watching and you're driving, you're wrong. Turn it off. I hope everyone gets home safely. I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow. And in closing, pec pop, bicep vein. Let's see if we can get it going. Money. All right. Deuces.